first people that I do is Tim Miley and his wife Lauren, and they run Potographs. And Potographs is a group that Tim put together quite a few years ago now, where he lost a pup and didn't know how he was going to make it, and decided to post a picture of himself and his pup, and he made copies of it and took it to a Paracon and decided he was going to see if he could get any money for selling the pictures. And as it turned out, he turned that into what it is today, and it's a great event that goes around different states, and he produces some of the best speakers around and at this event, and it's a paranormal event, and he does an awesome job. And Lauren joined him, and she just added to it and made it really, really exceptional. If you ever go ahead and get an opportunity to do a Potographs event, do it, because it's well worth it. And the speakers, he'll have like 6 or 7, maybe 8 speakers, and it goes over a whole day, and they do an exceptional job. So you could pick out who you'd like to go ahead and see and listen to. And then there's investigations, because most of these events happen in a haunted location. So he does a great job, and I want to thank him for doing it, and Lauren. And secondly, it's PKC, Paranormal Kicks Cancer, and that's with Chris Gaskowski and Alex Wilkinson, and they're from down in Florida, and they do basically the same thing, only their events are done for cancer research, and they do those, during the haunted during October, around Halloween, and that they'll do like haunted locations and that. And then besides that, they also do haunted locations where they'll go ahead and they'll start up an event, and they'll sell tickets for it, and all that money goes to cancer research too. So it's 2 great groups of people who do a great job, and it's great for the community, and the fact that those kinds of people represent the community, and they give everybody that comes in from the outside a little better idea of what it's all about, and you have a chance to pick and choose who you want to hear and see. So that's that. And then the other thing I want to mention is the people that I usually support. And as far as authors are concerned, and that's Bruce Holliday, Tobias Wayland, Adam Benedict, Kathy Kressel, Barnaby Jones, C.L. Carter, Cheryl Lynn Carter, Dr. Heatherly Langdon, we got Lynn Monet, we got Ron Iacovetti, we've got Victoria Munday, we have Tony Rathman, Natalie Jones, Patty Negri, Sylvia Schultz, Amelia Cotter, Rex Nielsen, David Sloan, Christina Bloom, D.A.Y. Song, Joseph Hellett, and we have Dr. Rebecca Foster. And probably all those people have been on Mariner Spirit, and it's great to have them to be on as guests, and it's also great to go ahead and support their works. So with that being said, I want to thank all those people, and at the same time, I want to welcome our guests. And we have an amazing lady from New Orleans. We got Jennifer Talley, and we've got Brandon Cooper. And both of these people, where'd Brandon go? Come on, Brandon. They're not letting Brandon come in.
Uh-oh. Did he do something
Brandon's
already?
holding his hands.
There he is.
There he is.
What I do now?
I don't know. It must have been. He must be bringing something in the room with him. But anyway, both of these individuals, these people represent the community, and they're here and they do this amazing broad podcast that they started up. Well, how many weeks ago?
Couple.
So, this
Three or four.
Sunday will be episode 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's great to have you guys on, and I wanted to go ahead and make sure that we go ahead and focus on you guys, because this is something that's new to the community, basically, and it's something that, is needed, I think, more of, where you go ahead and you have both viewpoints from a male and a female, as far as the ideas of the paranormal and what people think and what people don't think.
Sorry, we're being stupid. That's what
They're
we
doing
do.
sign language. They're doing sign language.
It's our own little made-up sign language.
But anyway,
standardized stuff, so people know what we're doing.
Right.
So where did the idea come from for the podcast?
First of all, let me cut in. I'm wearing our Haunted Lives beanie. I always want to remember our friend Dave Taylor, who passed away some time ago. He's still in our hearts. And the other half of our Haunted Lives is still out there rocking and rolling with her podcast. So anyway, just wanted to remember David because I felt like it, and I can because I'm fat or whatever.
Where's Dave Taylor from?
He was
Where was he
North
from?
Carolina. He was from North Carolina.
Okay.
So he had I think they
Just
had
so
the
that
number
everybody
one,
can go ahead and get a little beat on it.
Yeah, they had the number 1 podcast on Paraflix for the longest time.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
anyway, sorry, I was thinking about my buddy.
So
Here we go. Sorry.
okay, so we'll go ladies first, and Jen's been down in New Orleans for how many years now?
Oh boy. In total 14. This time 13. And this time in the quarter, the last
So
time.
in
not.
that 14. Okay, so in that whole entire time that you've been down there, what is the most exciting thing that you've done?
Like ever, or like haunted stuff?
Yeah, like it would be because this is a haunted show. I would like to keep it in that vein, but I mean, it's got to be exciting, doesn't it? Isn't it exciting being down there?
It is. I complained to Brandon a lot about stupid crap here. And he's like, yes, you do. But you give up you still have such culture and fun and energy and stuff here. You know what? I'm going to tell you my most exciting experience paranormal wise was doing a ghost hunt with Dee and Suzette Snyder last Halloween. That was cool. That was
What?
cool. Yes. They did a private
We're not going to take it. We're not
Yeah.
going to take it.
We're not going to take it.
We're
And
not
he's
going to
saying-
take that crap anymore.
He sang.
No.
He did. He did. We were at one of our locations, and I told him that this location we like to play music for them. And is there something that he'd want me to play? I don't want to assume he wants me to play. Anywho, so he broke out in a song. You will never guess the song he sang. You're the One That I Want from Greece.
That's cool.
And what an amazing voice he has. I mean, amazing. John Travolta, man, look out. I'm saying, if you ever wanted to go on Broadway into musicals, look out, man. He's got some
I've
chops.
seen the kind of stuff well, the movie that Dee Snyder likes to make. I've seen Strangeland. I don't think he's gonna seen it.
Yeah, that was a crazy movie.
But they were fun. Chris and I both did parts of the ghost hunt with them, and quite honestly, it was his wife Suzette, by the way, a very magical woman. She's got abilities. She kind of laughed at me when she walked up, and I said, well, I hope you don't find me creepy or anything, but Suzette, I knew who you were because I figured Dee would be incognito. He's a very private person. You know, he loves his fans, but he likes his private time too. You know, he wants to have his family time, and you got to respect that. So I looked up what his wife looked like to make sure that I could at least see someone coming. And I saw a picture, and I looked at my husband and said, oh, she sees dead people. I knew it. I could just tell. And so she walked up, and I told her, I said, you can see them, can't you? And she laughed and smiled, and she said, they had just come from a seance that was apparently awful. She said, well, hellfire, she's doing better than the last chick did. She said one sentence to me.
Nice.
So, but no, by the end of the night, honestly, it was like we were just hanging out with some old friends that we knew forever. I mean, we just had such a good time. And one of our locations has the spirit of Johnny Thunders from the New York Dolls at it, and did not know. We knew Dee would know who he was. What we did not know was that Dee was a fan. And we heard Johnny come over the spirit box. We asked him, Johnny, do you know who this is? You know, we've been telling you for a week he's coming. And you heard clearly Dee, which shocked Dee Snider. And then he went on to say, well, I'm such a great fan. And I think he said something like, that's awesome. And it was a fun night. We got a lot of good evidence. But that was like my kick in the pants kind of fun, haunty stuff moment.
You win.
Wow, that's awesome. You know, how many people would you have on the hunt? They also what?
He knowing who he is also dates me. But anyway, he did a private. So it was his daughter's birthday. It was a dream of his wife Suzette to come to New Orleans on Halloween. So it was her brother, her sister-in-law, Dee, Suzette, and one other person. Yeah, like 5 people. They just did a private. We normally do like 12 or 13, but they did a private. So, yeah, that was a good time. Really good time.
You sort of broke up there for a minute.
Oh, I just said that was a really good time.
When
Sorry, internet in the quarters. Sketchy.
Before, right. So, you and your husband do a lot of investigating together for when you go ahead and take groups out for investigations. You work together?
No, it would be a very bad idea.
One in the front and one in the back?
No. We've done investigations together, and it's really not the best idea ever. Nope. He wants me to be a guinea pig.
It doesn't work.
Are you agreeing?
That should have been something I asked you before we came on the show, I bet.
No,
I figured at some point somebody was.
It works. You got to have the right chemistry to go ahead and produce the right result.
He is
right.
No, but I think that's what makes we each take our groups out by ourselves, but it makes the fact that we do get a lot of repeat customers. Even if we go to the same 2 locations, if you have a different investigator, you will not even have close to the same experience. So it makes for good stuff for repeat people who want to go to the same place and have different experience. I can hear. You did not what?
I said it. Don't worry
What'd
about
you
it.
say?
It's just
what did
something
I
about
say?
working with your husband.
Oh.
About working with your husband.
Well, you haven't met either of us yet, but you talked about this since you understand.
I was just curious because a lot of groups that I see that go out would have 2 people, one in the front basically and one in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And usually in the back you see Brandon's losing it on this. And that would be the one that would be. Oh boy, this is getting crazy.
I'm not saying anything. I'm like literally just sitting here.
No, Brandon. You know what Brandon's saying right now? Get yourself out of that, Greg. That's what he's saying.
Buddy.
Get yourself out of that one.
Welcome to Friday Night
Buddy.
Greg.
No, our spaces aren't that big.
Yep.
You know, we don't have those traditional walk around the building in your own little group kind of space. That's not our spaces. And so that wouldn't work. It wouldn't work here. I understand going on ghost hunts in other places. I understand why you ask that. But the spaces here in the quarter are just too small. I mean, there's sometimes a room we all sit in together and have to work as a cooperatively doing spirit box work or Estes method, things like that. You know, there's a haunted supply closet that we put one person in at a time, where a couple of us stand in the doorway and laugh at what's happening to them. So, you know, it's very, they're very tiny. So we don't have a bunch of people walking around, although that does not take away from the fact that it is very active.
Pretty hard to get in.
I believe it is, from what I've been told.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to get out. You got to go right through the wall, probably.
There's one space we lock you in.
So that's really, really cool. So you do that? How many days a week do you do that?
6 nights a week. Every day but Tuesday. So when I tell people that we've done almost 1,500 investigations as a team in the last 4.5 years, I'm not kidding. And that's private cases, that's all of it combined. So it racks up. Because I don't think going back to the same space over and over and over doesn't count. There's a lot of people that have gone to like the Palmer House over and over, or, you know, other locations, and that's still yet another investigation. You might do it differently, or you might have learned something. So, but yeah, it's a lot. So when people ask us, well, have you been to all these places outside of New Orleans that are famously haunted? I have to kind of say no, because sometimes I want to give the dead people a break from me, and they might want it too.
I think you probably do a marvelous job.
Oh, thank you.
Both you and your husband.
Yeah, he's
with
good.
With all the repeat business, it sounds like you guys are flourishing. So that's a good thing in the community.
Yeah. Yeah, we do okay.
So have you ever investigated with Brandon?
We've never met in person.
Who, you and Brandon?
Yeah.
Oh, then
Damn
we're
it,
all
how
together.
many mutes do I have?
None of us have met each other.
We've never met in person.
Nope.
It's a long distance virtual relationship.
Yeah, like it's strange how we met, and it's just weird how this all got together. I don't believe in coincidence anymore. I'm just gonna say that.
For sure.
So what's your thoughts on it all, Brandon? On the team,
like,
on your team that you have here. Between.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
As far as your shows and your thoughts and how you go ahead and get together and produce a show.
So she mentioned her husband Chris, and he pays me behind her back.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of act like I get along. She can't hear this, right? You've got her muted. Oh, no, like, listen, I'm going to let her tell the story of how
she hears everything.
Oh, yeah.
You're poisoned, bro.
I'll let her tell a story about how this happened because this Radio Paranormal is her baby. I mean, there were several Braxton Hicks along the way until we finally, shut that thing right on out. But that should have been a Labor Day joke because that's the only holiday for pregnant women.
Oh boy!
But no, like it's fun. I'm gonna all I can say is wow. Like I shouldn't even be amongst this kind of talent. I've done nothing. I just sit around and I boil fat and make tallow. This is what I do. And now here I am, with such talented people. And you know what? If there's a higher power, because something had it. Anyway, take it away, Jennifer.
You know what I don't know is how you got my name for the first podcast you did with me. Is it the Horns? Who was it? Was it Mary Lynn?
Maybe. I think it was right around the time that you guys were together because they were heading to my Paracon, I think.
Okay.
And they stopped by.
That would have been
it's somewhere in that circle.
Okay. So he invited me on a podcast, and it was my second podcast ever. My first one was with Dave Schrader. Talk about is very nervous. Still nervous. But no, we had such a good time. We just said stupid crap, and then I think we brought on a couple of my friends for your October from here, your October shows. And then he sold me at the market to someone else. No, I'm kidding. He let me be borrowed. But we always talked and stuff like that. And then I've been wanting to do Radio Paranormal for a while, and it just never worked out. I've been trying to launch it since last July, and one thing after another just stopped me. I guess the universe saying, not yet, Jen. And then when we got this Paracon together, and we have all these great guests who have agreed to be on a podcast of mine, and up until the Paracon, and if you see the lineup of people we have, no, unless you're really good friends with them, there's not a new podcast out there that will get the lineup we have coming the rest of this year. It's just not. It does not happen. No. So
that's awesome.
We had to, as Brandon said, just kick that sucker down the road. It's like, all right, we gotta go. And
that's exactly how I said it. Yeah.
We otherwise we're going to lose all the opportunities that we have with these guests.
Yep.
So we said, let's do it. And then we want to do weird stuff and be funny and play games with our guests and whatever.
And like at first it was just like, I'll just be the guest co-host until you find who you wanted it as a co-host, and you need to get it off the ground. I didn't think it was going to be a permanent thing, and I mean here we are. So I enjoyed it. It's a strange ride.
You have to look for more games.
See, one of the crazy things that we used to do here is we used to go ahead and actually come up with, who's wearing pants, because they always used to say that I would always do my show without wearing pants. Is that the same thing with you, Brandon?
Have you ever seen the movie Borat? Usually, that's actually what I'm wearing. I mean, I gotta have a t-shirt on because KD said that every guest has to have a shirt on, because if not, we look like Trailer Park Paranormal. So I put the shirt on, but the rest of it's just kind of cuddled in its hammock. What?
Greg, you asked the question, man.
Yeah, baby. No pants over here.
I know.
Well, but now on our podcast,
pants.
If
Okay,
you're a
everybody, so now you
if
know.
you're a male vampire, shirts are optional.
Right. Right. I
And
just had to figure out how to get Trailer Park Paranormal in there somehow. It was. There's a picture that goes with that. I'll sit here. All right.
So you did a show the other night that had a vampire on it, right?
yeah, he was shirtless.
Didn't you do that the other night?
Yeah, that was Papa Czar. He's such a great guy. And yeah, he did it. He did it with no shirt on. Not Brandon, the vampire.
I'm not
You know,
allowed.
because you can. I guess you can. I don't care. Whatever. But
I'm not
yeah,
allowed.
we did. We're gonna have a few vampire people on. We're gonna do an interview with the
Hey.
vampire series.
And the funny thing is, like, they're great interviews, but vampires I always heard suck.
What?
Hey. Go ahead, Greg. Sorry, buddy.
I feel like a dog when the owner goes ahead and says milk bone.
Yeah.
You know, and your head just goes back and forth.
Oh, you had to expect that with us both
So that's-
on that the ride was going off the rails in the first 90 seconds.
It's the only way to run. If you can't run off the rails, it's no good to begin with.
Back when I
It's
used to drag race,
spontaneity.
there was a
That's the
saying that
best.
said if you're under control, you're not going fast enough. So I mean, you know.
Right. I just saw Chris Carr is in the group, and
Yes.
he's here. Everybody's here.
How do I know that name? I know that
There's a
name.
lot of real neat people. Chris
Thank you all for
Carr,
watching.
Kristen Johnson up from
Anne is
up
one of
in
our
the
superstars.
East Coast. Dad,
My beautiful wife Anna.
yes, she is, and how's she doing now?
You're going to
Brandon?
need to devote probably another podcast for that one. We'll talk later.
A lot of things.
A lot of things. I mean,
Okay.
it's still not better.
Okay.
It's still not better.
I just wanted to wish her the best.
She's
Okay,
a trooper. I mean, shit, she married me.
Prayers.
So,
that's for sure.
yeah. We could definitely use them. Now, back to people and things. What are we talking
Okay. So for both of you, when you get together, do you actually get together and get a great idea of what you want to do with the next show, depending on who you have on?
Nope.
Do you talk it out, or do you just go? Just
We usually talk.
blast
We talk
right
about
through
an
the
hour
door and
before
just
the show.
go like hell.
Now, we talk about an hour before the show, and generally that's about stupid shit. But no, we just sort of look. I don't know. The chemistry is there, and we just kind of just shoot off of each other, and it works. I don't know. I have a blast. The show's only an hour, and it feels like it's like 25 minutes. So it just works. I don't know.
That's the reason I asked this, is because of the show that I watched, your first show together. When I watched that show, I really felt like you guys had basically rehearsed it.
No.
It came out that good.
Thank you, but no.
I thought it did. I really,
we didn't rehearse
I mentioned it to both of you guys.
Yeah. No.
Look, I didn't even
neat.
know that StreamYard's got a teleprompter thing, which I haven't even messed with yet. Like maybe we could, but we would mess it up. Like we can't rehearse. You don't get to know.
Are you talking about what's at the bottom of the screen?
No. It's a different thing that just you see that you can
So
write
you're
stuff.
actually,
But no, we don't do that.
and
We know it's
so
there.
you remember everything instead of keeping notes?
I mean, you can,
Huh.
Remember what?
but we don't. Yeah, look, we both love paranormal. Like that's what we do. and she's got the Louisiana, and I've got the Appalachian Mountain point of view, and somehow it comes together and it works really good. So
Yeah. The only thing I think we keep a list of is like talking about the Paracon, because that's coming up, and other stuff we're doing. Like we're going to be at Fan Expo here next weekend here at the convention center. So we're going to be doing talks and stuff there. So really, that's about it. And whatever's going on with our guest, and 3, 2, 1, whatever the heck else comes up. I mean, I don't know. We get their bio, and one of
Well,
us
that's the
usually is the guest.
that's
So.
the great part of it.
I want, like, I don't care how
That's
many of
awesome.
these ghost shows I see or what. I got my own questions. I don't want to ask the same crap. Like, oh, when was your first paranormal experience? No. Like, I want to know what your favorite pie is. Like, what's your favorite cup of coffee? Like, what do you do? I want to know who you are, not what you see as seen on TV. And I think, Jennifer and I come at it with that approach. Like, what would we talk about to try to get to know each other?
Mhm.
So
Well, I thought it was interesting because of the location that Jennifer's in, and the idea that there's a lot of great places down there, and there's a lot of things that you can learn by going there. And I missed out the first time, and I'm going to miss out this time because I'll be up north with the family.
Oh, during Paracon,
So
yeah.
it's great. Yeah.
If this
So
year's a success,
it's just how I.
if this year's a success, we might move the
It's what?
date up a little to like June next 2027, but we're not sure.
Oh, really? Oh,
'Cause-
that's interesting.
they're gonna move the
I know.
Farrakhan to when it's really hot in there. Skeeters the size of your face. Yeah, come on down.
Well, you were never down in Louisiana before? Like I was at Polk.
Oh, you're a folk
I had
poet?
absolutely no
Yeah.
reason to go to Louisiana. I still haven't been to
I mean, they were bigger.
Louisiana.
There were some bigger ones than helicopters.
Yeah,
You can hear them
Yeah.
flying
This is
at
what
you.
I've heard. This is what I've heard. So I'm gonna be excited because I've never even been. I haven't been to New Orleans or nothing. Speaking of going to New Orleans, who else is gonna
I
come
think
down
it's
there
great.
with us? Love it. Everybody in this chat should come down with us.
You're going to have a lot. You're going to have a lot of people.
Who else is coming where?
I mean, in the price wise, the price point's very nice. I mean, you can't beat that, especially from what I've seen.
No, you can't.
There's a lot of people that are running on a shoestring.
Yeah. Well, the packages
Pardon
start at 300, and that's for 2 people. That's not per person. It includes your room for the Friday and Saturday,
Right.
and access to all the GA classes. And then if you want to a la carte it and add on a ghost hunt or the weekend with Patty Negri and Sam Beltrusis, which we just sold tonight, 2 people bought that along with our platinum package. So you can do that. So it's set up to you either want to do everything, a few things. I want to pick and choose. There's afterpay available when you book, so you can spread the payments out through afterpay. So yeah, it's really set up. That was the one thing we wanted it to be. Is we heard a lot of people say Paracons are so expensive. They're so expensive, and
Oh yeah.
like, oh, let's figure this out, man.
Well, and the blend of the guests that you got. I mean, you got
Oh.
Johnny Zaffis, the Godfather. He's going to be there. Father Bob Bailey, Father Kenneth Torres, Luciana Terry Brown, and the list goes on. I don't want to. Did I say Sam Baltrusis? Like, I don't want to leave anybody out. Like, amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have Patty Negri,
Sam's
Angel
in it.
Morgan, Sam, my Sam, Ron Iacovetti and Lourdes Gonzalez, Bill Slevin, Joe Frankie, Brandon, me, my husband. Then we've got local speakers. We have 4 people coming from Voodoo Authentica, which is one of the most respected voodoo shops in the whole city. And I believe they're going to open up during the VIP party Friday night. They're going to open it up with this small voodoo ceremony that everyone gets to see. And then we have Marita Waywood Crandall. She is a local author and vampire historian. And I think a distant relative of, I don't know if it's Bram Stoker or if it's like Vlad the Impaler, but she's got some lineage to some vampire in history. I gotta find that out from her. So
as of right now, it's both. We're just gonna say for sales and marketing purposes, it's both.
It's everything. She's so
But
vampire.
it's neither. Yeah.
Well, she's got a fangsmith in her restaurants that you can make appointments with and get yourself some fangs made.
That's happening. That's happening.
So, we didn't do much witchcraft stuff because there are 2 other witchcraft conventions in the city. And so why compete? You know, they're our neighbors, they're fellow business owners. So we thought we'd leave that part to them, but they'll still be open for business during the Paracon. I don't know if they're going to vend or not. And then our guest next week is Kalila Smith. She is the sole, as of unfortunately late last year, the sole owner of the original tour company in New Orleans called Haunted History Tours. Her ex-husband, Sidney Smith, sadly passed away from cancer. Really great loss to our whole community here, losing him. He's been a stellar supporter of ours. And we're going to continue that relationship with working together with other tour companies instead of, you know, it's like the paranormal community. We kind of get ego and we fight with each other and we shouldn't. And I think that's the same with that. So we're trying to be examples of complementing each other. We're not competition, all these things, and really working together. Plus, she's a witchy woman. She's great. She's got abilities, and she used to do. We're playing it. Oh, can we get the copyright for like 30 seconds? So she's going to be on next week.
Who put the quarter in the machine?
It was a little background music.
So she's going to be great too.
I thought it was pretty cool, but I had to say that.
Yeah. That's right. That was my beard doing that. I didn't do that. Beard.
So, but it's going to be, we want it to be education. Cool. Brandon's going to teach people stuff.
It sounds like it's going to be a great time. I'm sure that everybody that's in here is going to go ahead and be passing it around and spreading the word. And
I did put a link in the comments for booking. So if anyone wants the website, it's NewOrleansParacon.com. I put a link in the comments. July 31st through August 2nd, 2026. Wait, that's this year. That is so weird.
Wow.
Yes.
That's weird.
It's already here.
It is here already. That's crazy. It's going to go by very fast.
We don't talk about what will be.
So it's probably going to take care of itself, for a large point. That whole community takes care of itself a great deal. So, everybody knows what's going on pretty much. Yeah. Everybody knows about this. The people that are the speakers know what their job is, and and I imagine they're all practicing right now on coming up with some great topics.
Yeah.
To share. And we're gonna do probably old stories about New Orleans.
Maybe. Well, a lot of them haven't been, but we've got some exclusive locations to do ghost hunts. That you can't get into without us, and that's just makes it even more special. So I think I'll be honest with you.
In one of the one of the panels, like a first ever. I don't know if it's first ever. It's the first I. You want to talk about that one panel?
I think there's a few, but the one you're talking about that are brand new, it's not even on our website yet, is our Native American panel that you are going to be on.
It's going to be cool.
What you going to talk about, Brandon?
Me, let's not even. I'm just going to be sitting there holding the microphone and passing it to people. There's going to be elders, and I know, don't let the beard fool you. It's not the age, it's the mileage. I'm not that old. So there will be wiser and older people than me there. Bobby Resnick Culkins will be there. Sean, his buddy. Sorry, Sean. That's all I know. Sean's going to be there. So there's going to be other people that know things. It's going to be great. And I think they're going to talk about cryptids and
yeah,
like native healings and medicine, whatever. It's going to be Q&A too. Like nothing's off limits.
It's going to be a good opportunity for people to ask questions to a community that you don't have a whole lot of access to.
Right.
I mean, how often do you get
I think that's one of the big points.
Yeah. So we're also going to have a vampire panel each day.
If you go all the way back,
go ahead.
You can go all the way back to Mickey Rourke in that movie that they did down there in New Orleans. I can't even remember the name of it now. But he did one down there with the daughter on the Bill Cosby show. And
is that the one with the
Robert De Niro played basically the devil.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Wrong one.
I believe so.
Wrong one. I was thinking Easy Rider, or older. Easy Rider was filmed
here too. That was
a
crazy movie. Oh.
Easy Rider was,
they were there for a day or two.
Great movie.
They are the reason, rumor has it, the reason you can't film in the Catholic cemeteries anymore. Easy Rider. Sorry, my dog chimed in.
Because of Jack. Jack Nicholson.
Yep.
He's the one that took him over the edge. That's why they ended up doing Cuckoo's Nest.
Fair.
Because Jack was there. So what do you think for all the people? Are they gonna have sort of a map to go ahead and follow around? Is the French Quarter that big of an area where they sort of need a way to go ahead and get around to these different locations?
The only time you're going to need to leave the host hotel and event space is to go to the evening events, and there'll be directions and maps for that. It's not that big. They're all walkable. There's petty cabs. The streetcar doesn't really run where we're going to go. But there's enough. It's big. It's only 13 by 7 blocks. So 13 blocks long by 7 blocks wide. And we have short blocks. They're not traditional residential streets. In fact, streets running perpendicular to the river, we call short blocks. Streets running parallel, we call long blocks. So when I say blocks, it's not that far. 10 blocks for me to go to the grocery store here is a half a mile, which anywhere else it's almost a mile. So just put that in perspective.
Almost a mile, huh? Not
half a
from
mile.
Here, it's not.
We talked about this.
Yeah, we did.
Where would I be?
There ain't no walking nowhere to get. I'm too fat and I'm too old. December. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, got to just keep on running. Marines never quit.
We don't quit, but maybe our.
No, don't. You're not going to show us your legs now, are you?
Oh, no. I was going to say our gasoline tank slowly turns into a diesel. We just go slower, and it's harder to start. Or like an old Buick, in the cold weather. Fuck it.
You are a mess.
You must really have had already, Jennifer, a great experience for your life to look back on, with everything that you've done down there for coming from Wisconsin.
What are you saying? Does that mean
No,
you're
I'm just saying that this is really a great experience. No.
Yeah.
Are you fib? Greg.
She's not a fib.
No, you're a fib.
I'm not a fib.
She's not a fib. You're a fib. I learned things.
You're a fib.
Continue. Sorry. Look it up. For those of you who have no idea, look it up.
It's in the Wisconsin dictionary.
Oh, there he goes. Now he's dropping matches. Fire starter.
Dropping elbows on the paranormal community.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, that was stupid, wasn't it?
I didn't.
That was bad.
Fib. Write that down, people.
It's fib.
My entire family is
It's part of the old
right
part
now.
Teaching
You
this
are
whole Southern boy something. That's deep South something. That it goes up that way. Then it gets cold. This is her life. This is Jennifer's life.
So when you were
I'm cold. It's so damn cold. And then all of a sudden, it's really hot and there's cattle everywhere in the streets. And then it's, oh my God, how big is that mosquito? That's her life.
They were pretty big in Wisconsin, too. The mosquitoes.
So what part of Wisconsin were you from?
A little town called Manitowoc. It's about an hour due south of Milwaukee or of Green Bay on Lake Michigan.
Okay. Wow. That's really nice.
It is. And I get back up
Do you ever have any thoughts of going back?
all the time. I do. When it's 95 bajillion degrees here, I'm like, well, it sounds really good. But then I think of shoveling snow and I have to in May, and then I have to sit and re-examine my life choices and see where I want to, what I want to complain about. Shoveling snow or being hotter.
It's any place down south. Like we go down to the Keys, so I'll be going down there pretty soon here.
Yeah.
And we have I have a brother-in-law that had a place on Summerlin Key, which is 2 keys up, 3 keys. And we used to go into Key West all the time. So we'll go ahead and have a B&B this year down there. So we'll be in Key West. And
well, that'll be fun.
Pretty soon. And it's going to be, I want to see David Sloan. He is a gentleman that it would be really good to have him on your show. He is the guy that owned Robert the Doll and gave Robert to the museum down there, which is in the fort. The fort was built in 1861 before the Civil War, and it was built by the Union troops, and it was never attacked during the Civil War. And it's all brick, and it's huge, and Robert's in a big plexiglass case now. And they say that every year, he was telling me that they get letters and letters and letters and letters from people that weren't very nice, and they want to apologize to Robert for doing things they shouldn't have been doing.
For playing stupid games and winning stupid
like
prizes.
not being respectful when they went to take. With the pictures, taking pictures.
Yeah.
They
Don't
just
do
would
it.
go in there and say things at the doll, and so
Don't do it.
he says there's tons of letters that come in. Please. No, it's not a good thing. And that's why I think that, that's one of the points that I was going to bring up about, your Paracon down there, you're not going to have, you're going to have Bob Bailey, Dr. Bob or Father Bob Bailey down there, but he's not bringing anything with him, is he?
I don't know. Johnny might. Bob might. Yeah. We told him it was all right. We asked the hotel. They're like, whatever. I said, okay.
I mean, if you want to find out, $300 tickets, that's for 2 people in a room. Come out and find out.
At the Astor Crown Plaza in the French
Yep.
Quarter. Gorgeous hotel. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Pretty, I guess. I haven't been there. I don't know.
Sounds like a real great time, and I'm sure that you guys will pull it off flying colors.
Thank you.
It's going to be really something.
I'm gonna give it a go.
I'm very proud to know both people. And not only that, but your podcast too.
Thank you.
You guys have always meant something to me, and it's the least thing I could say is to support you guys in whatever you need, whenever.
Thank you.
I'm not one of the what do they call those guys from up there in the Green Mountain Boys? They're always ready in Vermont.
Fib.
And you see how he goes back to that? I think it's the only thing he can say sometimes.
I got stuck in a
Brandon.
What?
I don't know. You were delirious. You were delirious for some reason.
What's bad is when your own lighting is so bright that you have to put your hat on. I didn't plan that. If it looks like I was on crack or something, it's not. It's because it was so bright in my eye. I was trying to play it off like I was cool, but no. So
I've got a lot of light on my forehead and my white hair.
Wow. That's your crown.
Besides that,
your crown.
But you got more gray. You got more gray here than I do. I was thinking I was going to do it blonde.
I think you purple right down the middle.
And
No.
Right down the middle, or
right there. Yeah.
I don't think that'll work.
I don't know what purple stands
but
for.
You guys, you wanted to make sure that you were off at 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We do.
Yes.
We've got
unfortunately
a few more minutes, and then your wish is complete. And I want to take the time to go ahead and once again say it's been absolutely amazing to have both of you on. I've been wanting to do this since the idea came up. And I'm very fortunate to have had you as the first show of the year. And I want to say I can't think. I think this is season 5 or 6, something like this for Mariner now.
Well,
so it's been a special show for me. And
this is the first podcast that Jennifer and I have been interviewed together on. So there you go.
Well, I would. That's the only way I would want it.
That's right.
Because you're both. You can't have one without the other one, and that's important too. What are you shaking your head like that for?
I mean, which one?
I think it is. It's amazing. And we'll even go ahead if you want to talk for a minute after we end the show. I'll just 5 minutes or whatever, and I'll go ahead and say goodnight to everybody now, and then we'll go ahead and say
I forgot to say
thank
something.
you very much for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Probably not very important.
Okay.
But so my episode of Monster Quest actually comes out next Friday. at 10 p.m. Eastern on History Channel. So it aired. First episode was today. So second episode will be my episode. So tune in. Hopefully you like it. I don't know. Thank you.
Are you the monster or what?
I eat the monster. Have you seen me?
Are you the monster?
I'm like Alfred Hitchcock Jr. sideways. Dun, 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 dun.
Jennifer, Brandon, thank you very much. It's amazing to have you on. I have to say, and it's great for everybody that's been in the chat. I wish I didn't even think about questions, but I don't think I really saw any that were sure they were what. But anyway, it's been great having you guys, and thank you very much for being here. And I'm going to go ahead and shut her down now. Everybody in the chat for being here. It's always fun to have you guys here, and to see some of you guys here tonight that I haven't seen for a while. It's just great to have you guys, and I want to thank you guys too. So with that, I'm going to head, and you guys all have a great night, and the best on the Paracon. It's a no-brainer, so it's going to be great. Thank you very much for being here, Jen and Brandon, and we'll talk to you guys. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Hey, can't rain all the time.
Ha 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 ha.